यहाँ पे सर, आप नहीं नहीं यहाँ पे रुकिए,
तो इनको भी हटा दो आप।
सर 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 प्लीज चलिए,
साइड में आ रहा हूँ। मैम रुकिए
मैम
बहादुर, अरे क्या ये, अरे क्या मेरे पितर किधर आ रहा है? माधुरी जी, माधुरी जी नहीं हुआ उधर। ए सेल्फी हट पीछे से, बैकग्राउंड क्लियर। अरे क्या पानी का बोतल पे अरे
अरे इधर भी जरूरत नहीं है।
अरे थोड़ा ये मेरा फेस छोड़
सामने से
स्टेज पे सेंटर सामने राइट मैम, थैंक यू। आप साइड हो जाओ बस,
साइड में आप लोग आगे मत आओ,
भाई
आप लोग साइड में।
सलमान भाई,
भाई अरे ये पीछे जाओ,
सामने आ जाएगा, आप लोग फोटो नहीं मिलेगा, सामने आगे फोटो नहीं मिलेगा, क्या फायदा है?
अरे सर
प्लीज नहीं सॉरी मैम, हाँ तुम आगे मत जाइए, निकालिए ना, आराम से निकाल सकते हैं आप लोग, ऐसे क्या? अभी आप ही लोग की गलती ना, हम लोग की नहीं है।
चलो चलो आगे चलो,
आगे चलो। चलो
अरे मोबाइल पीछे
भाई इधर एक फोटो करते ना। Move back, Baba, move back. छाप दो भाई। Come. दीपक।
आप अभी गाड़ी के अंदर से मत लीजिए,
गाड़ी से अंदर आके देना भाई, आने दे। लाइट बंद। हाथ मत डालना। कटरीना जी रुकिए, एक मिनट रुकिए। होल्ड। रुकिए एक मिनट। हटना भाई सामने से। अरे तुम लोग आर्टिफिशियल प्रॉब्लम है, आप लोगों को ज्यादा प्रॉब्लम है। रुकिए। कटरीना जी से इधर। कटरीना जी इधर। बैठने में।
ओके गाइस मूव, गाइस मूव।
कोई नहीं आएगा पीछे मस्त खड़े हैं। कम मत मार यार,
रुकिए, यहाँ पे किसी
कटरा जी यहाँ पे लेफ्ट साइड
चलो थैंक यू
कैटरीना मैम यहाँ कैटरीना मैम थोड़ा पीछे थोड़ा साइड साइड भाई भाई कैटरीना आपका सोलो एक सोलो
अरे लाइट अच्छी है प्रेमा रे मैम थोड़ा पीछे हाँ बस
Thank you. We love him, don't we? So, ladies and gentlemen, here in Mumbai, the air is thick with vermilion. The streets of Mumbai are dotted with men, women, and children, all dancing to the beats of drums and roaring trumpets. Idols, gigantic and small, have all made their way into homes, into pandals, and into the hearts of millions of Mumbaikars who've all come together to stage a grand homecoming for the Lord of Good Beginnings, the deity who is the remover of all obstacles, and the God of auspicious times, Ganesha, Ganapati, Vignaharta, Vigneshwara, Gajanan, Ekadant. You know, ladies and gentlemen, Ganesh Chaturthi is celebrated as a festival all across India, but in no land is it celebrated with as much fervor as here in Mumbai. So, it's a case of perfect setting, huh? On one hand, the city, Mumbai, has all across its breadth, length, welcomed Ganesha, whether in Linking Road, ya kabhi Warden Road, ya kabhi Pedder Road, ya kabhi Cattle Road, welcomed Ganesha for the grand homecoming. And on the other hand, we and the IIFA movement are all set to stage a grand homecoming. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, for the very first time in India, in Mumbai, the biggest celebration of Indian cinema anywhere in the globe is in Mumbai, the home of Indian cinema. Yeah, this is India's commercial capital, India's financial capital, and more pertinently, India's entertainment capital. And we're so happy to stage here the 20th edition, the homecoming edition of the Nexa IIFA Awards 2019. And on this occasion, we are delighted to have with us Madhuri Dixit ji. Good evening and a very warm welcome. Salman Khan, ladies and gentlemen, a very warm welcome. And Katrina Kaif, a very warm welcome to you too. We're also delighted with the presence of our esteemed partners, Nexa, Viacom 18 Colors, Tata Tea Gold, Whoosh Washing Expert, our friends from Ease My Trip, and of course our multiple media partners. Thank you all so much for taking the message of IIFA, one people, one world, to every nook and corner of this world. What glorious 18 years, 19 years these have been, haven't they? Ladies and gentlemen, let's pause and reminisce and celebrate the glorious 19 years gone by of the IIFA movement. Attention on your screens. For Next IIFA Awards 2019. Ladies and gentlemen, this evening, opening house is the co-founder, director, and spokesperson of Viscraft International Entertainment. Now, Viscraft, of course, is India's leading experiential agency that has literally pioneered the current shape, size, and form of the live industry as we see it. Now, down the decades, they've conceptualized and executed some landmark events like Make in India, Global Citizen, the celebration of India's 50 years of independence, and the opening and closing ceremonies of the 19th Commonwealth Games. They, of course, are the creators and producers of the IIFA movement that has taken the splendorous, splendid, and stunning magic of Indian cinema across the globe. Now, Sabas Joseph himself is the General Secretary of India's Media and Skills Council. He is also serving on national committees at CII and FICCI. He is founding member and past president of the Event and Entertainment Management Association of India. You know, ladies and gentlemen, his partners, Viz. Andre Timmons and Viz. Viraj Sarkari, and he believed that events may be forgotten, but experiences are never forgotten. They're always remembered. And what an experience you all have created with the IIFA movement. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Sabas Joseph, who's excited to welcome you all. Sir, please.
4 continents, 12 different countries, 16 distinct cities, 19 IIFAs. And this is the 20th IIFA. Only 3 cities have hosted the IIFA twice. It's a unique privilege given only to Singapore, Macau, and Bangkok. The IIFAs would not be what they are without the magic that has been created by each of you from our media fraternity who've helped us power this journey across the world, not just those of you from India, but the media from across the world. So I'd like to start on behalf of my partners, Virav Sarkari, Andre Timmins, and the Wizzes, to say a really big thank you to all of you. The second set of people that we really would not have been able to do this with, without which, are our friends from the Indian film fraternity. Salman, Madhuri, Katrina, and each of your colleagues. You partnered with us through this entire journey. It's been a tough journey, a roller coaster of different sorts, and you've been there at every time. And some of those toughest times, Salman has always been there. So really a big thank you to you. On behalf of all of us, I'd like to say a big thank you to our corporate partners who've been with us through this journey. We've had a 5-year relationship, which is a deep relationship for any engagement of this sort, with Maruti Suzuki, who launched Nexa at the 15th IIFA. And thank you very much, Shashank-san and the Maruti team for being with us. Also, 5 years ago, we began another journey, a journey with Viacom 18. And that journey has been a very powerful journey, a journey that has taken Indian cinema and IIFA to an audience of over 800 million people across the world. And that by itself is an astounding number of any sorts. So thank you, Sudhanshu, thank you, Nina, thank you, Viacom team, for being with us. Another part of this journey has been the consciousness that the IIFA platform is not just about entertainment. We should use the power of IIFA and the audience of 800 million people to talk to the world about serious issues. So keeping that in mind, in 2007, we changed our red carpet to a green carpet. And we took on the flag to talk about and advocate about the environment. If any of us went through the storm and the floods of yesterday, I think it's just a reminder about climate change. It's just a reminder of what we've done to our planet. And we're going to, the beginning of our suffering has only just begun. So it's time that we correct it. And I think all of us would like to be able to say that very passionately over and over again. Ladies and gentlemen, IIFA, for its 20th edition, is coming home to the birthplace of Indian cinema. It's exciting for all of us to be with our media friends and our families and literally the family of Indian cinema. So we hope that this is going to be the most exciting IIFA in our entire journey. The 20th IIFA will be held on September 16th, which is IIFA Rocks, a musical and fashion event. And September 18th is the Nexa IIFA Awards. We're excited, and I hope you share that same excitement. I'd like to just share a very small video to give you a sense of what is in store.
The game.
Can you hear a louder applause? That's some enthusiasm. Viacom 18 is the global broadcast partner and chief media partner of the IIFAs. IIFA is what it is because of Viacom 18 and the power of the media platform. Sudhanshu Vats, Group CEO and Managing Director, in the last few years has grown that business that he inherited by 40 times. The group is now across multiple platforms, from live events, merchandising, broadcasts, digital, and every other format that is known to media platforms. It keeps growing every year and every day, and it's remarkable that it's managed to achieve the power that it has. Sudhanshu chairs the CII Media and Entertainment Committee and powers a lot of efforts in policy making. Please join me in welcoming Sudhanshu Watts, Group CEO and Managing Director, Viacom 18, to the stage.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My friend Shashank, from Maruti, Salman, Madhuri, Katrina, and all my friends from media, thank you for being here. It's indeed a very special day. It's a very special day because, as Sabah spoke about, it's the 20th year of IIFA, and we are coming back to Amchi, Mumbai. And that too at an auspicious time of Ganesh Chaturthi and the entire Ganesh festival, which is on. So as you were hearing, Ganpati Bappa Moria. The other thing which is important is that this is also the 5th year, so for us an important landmark of our association with IIFA. I'd like to take this opportunity to first and foremost thank the three Vizes, Sabas, Andre, and Viraf, for taking IIFA brand, making it local. And I think this term, which has now become popular in management jargon and everywhere where people talk of global and local, I think you guys did a fantastic job with taking Bollywood and, in my opinion, India. Because through Bollywood, we talk about India, we talk about Indian stories, we talk about who we are to the world. So fantastic work done. We are proud to have partnered you. Thank you very much, and we will continue to do that. I think the other thing is, I'm delighted to see here with our association with Colors, the big boss Salman, and Dance Divani, I could say, Madhuri Dixit, and of course Katrina and all the other people who've been. So these are people, the stars, the colorful stars associated with Colors, I think, have been actually helping us to grow this as we go forward. Just touching upon this phenomena of global, while this term has become popular today, but I think cinema per se, particularly Bollywood, has been popular and has been global. So whether we talk about Sangam, Raj Kapoor and Vaijayantimala, long back, or you talk about some of our stars who've now gone to Hollywood, Deepika Padukone, Priyanka Chopra, and others who sort of doing films at the other end and doing content at the other side as well. Or more recently, our film Andhadhund, which has done so well, which is content-led cinema, which has done so well in China. So I think the recent success of Andhadhund reminds me of the power of stories and the stories which we can tell. So without taking too much of your time, I want to sign off by saying at Viacom 18, we've always believed in a simple credo. We define our mission in one line. We are here to take every story to its audience and every audience to its story. We are in the business of telling stories, creating and curating stories. We will continue to do that, and with your help, we will continue to dial this forward, and Viacom 18 Studios will continue to make great films like we did in 2018 and be associated with IIFA. Thank you very much. Thank you once again. And thank you, Sabas, once again for giving me this opportunity. Thank you. Thank you for your time, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you. Thank you for those words, and thank you for your spectacular support down the years. Ladies and gentlemen, it was in the 5 years back when this relationship in 2015 began between IIFA Awards and Nexa, and since then has continued steadfast. In fact, it can be safely said that the relationship is now soaring, roaring, and is growing from strength to strength. Words don't suffice. How about we put our hands together in awesome applause for our awesome title sponsor of IIFA Awards, Nexa. Put your hands together, everyone. Thank you. So the last 4 years have been so good, so good, so good that I feel, man kar raha hai, we should right now pause, reminisce and celebrate this extraordinary relationship and this glorious journey over the last 4 years. Take a look. And on that note, thank you. I'd like to invite on stage Mr. Sasank Srivastava, who's Executive Director, Marketing and Sales, Maruti Suzuki India Limited, to please share his thoughts with us on this occasion. And of course, tell us about their Beauty XL6 that's going to be parked grand on the IIFA stage this year. Please, sir.
Good evening, everyone. First of all, from the Nexa family, warm welcome to this event. Thank you very much for coming here today. Next, as you know, we started our journey about 5 years back. We wanted to create a brand which is different from the automotive brands which you see. It was more about experience. And we built this brand on the principles of innovation, on the principle of global, on aspiration, on creation. And I think the brand has done reasonably well. In fact, in the last 4 years, or 4.5 years, we are very close to touching a million mark, which is actually the highest, the quickest reach, 1 million reach for any brand in the automotive world in the country ever. So it's done extremely well, and we are very proud. It was designed, as we said, for a global experience for consumers, something different from the experience which normally people have in the automotive world. It was for the urban Indian young customer. And we are so proud of our association with IIFA, and we have been associated with IIFA for the last 5 years. The brand has grown in that sense with IIFA. IIFA, thank you, Viscraft and all the other associates for this extremely good support for our brand. And I think the brand has rubbed off both ways. Some of the values which we have common with IIFA, especially the global experience values, have rubbed on our brand, and our brand sort of have rubbed on the values on IIFA as well. So friends, I won't take too much time, and I wish this event and the very best, and I hope we will continue with this, and we will definitely continue with this association for a long, long time. So all the very best for the event. By the way, we have in this, we just launched the XL6, the car which you probably saw outside. It's a, yes, Salman. It's a XL6, which is a very stylish, versatile. So it's very strong SUV type of vehicle. It's a premium MPV, so it's strong. It's something which Salman will probably made for Salman. Yeah, and versatile as well, which is for Madhuri ji, and very sophisticated and stylish, so it's for Katrina as well. So thank you for all the stars here. Yeah. Thank you. And Salman, by the way, has been associated with Suzuki for a long time. We consider him an extremely good professional, a very good human being, and I think we continue, hopefully, to associate with him in the future sometime as well. Huh? Kal? Acha. So thank you very much, and hope you'll enjoy the evening today as well. Thank you.
Like I said, we'd like to use the IIFA platform to be able to campaign about causes. And one of the causes that we've taken up since 2014 is the cause of women empowerment. In 2014, we ran a campaign prior to the elections, the Power of 49. And we had our celebrities talk about the Power of 49, getting women to go out and vote. That campaign ran across multiple cities, multiple regions across India. And wherever that campaign ran, the percentage of women voting went up by anything from 35% to 65%. That really is the power of what each of your voices lent, and women went out and voted. The last 3 years, last 2 years, and this is the third year, we've been campaigning about gender equality. And gender equality, we believe, begins at home. And to be able to support this entire campaign, we've been placing messages from our celebrities within the program of IIFA and outside that, to be able to get people to respect women, and because that begins at home. I just have a small audiovisual to introduce that, after which we will launch the banner of the campaign for this year.
Equality begins at home, so split her chores and make her happy. Reduce the...
May I request Salman, Madhuri, and Katrina to join us up here to launch this campaign.
The Whoosh Barabari Ghar Se Shuru banner, and doing the honors is Salman Khan, Madhuri Dixit, and Katrina Kaif at the homecoming edition of the Next IIFA Awards 2019. Please. Madhuri ma'am, how are the Ganapati celebrations going?
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah? What about you, Katrina?
Oh, wonderful. And you're doing a fantastic job, may I just
Yeah,
say.
thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, I'm going to begin with
You're not going to ask me?
Yes, sir. I'm going to...
इस बार ऐसा लगा कि बप्पा हम सब लोगों का विसर्जन कर देंगे
है ना?
कल ऐसा लगा था
कल ऐसा ही लग रहा
कि
था
हमेशा हमेशा हम उनका विसर्जन करते हैं बप्पा ने बोला कि इस बार मैं तुम लोग का करूंगा
I'm going to teach you all a lesson.
माइंड चेंज हो गया उनका थैंक गॉड
In fact, सलमान सर हम लोग सुबह से बोल रहे हैं कि rain, rain, go away, come again another day. IIFA wants to play rain, rain, go away. Okay, my first conversation point.
How selfish of IIFA. Rain, rain, go away. Sorry?
I mean, like for one day, one day.
But we're just not shooting for Dabang.
Come again
tomorrow. We went to Rajasthan to shoot for Dabang. In 28 years, it's not rained as much as rained on our sets in Dabang in Jaipur. We were happy. We were really happy.
We'll be very happy if it rains tomorrow, sir.
Yesterday it took me 6 hours to reach location. We did one shot. We were happy, very happy. There's raining. We went to Fulton. Fulton, there's never no rain. We went there and we took rain there. It rained for 2 days. Our shooting got cancelled. Dabang shooting.
Everybody,
we're happy.
We're
very
noted.
happy. So जब बारिश भी मांगो तो उतना ही मांगना जितना कि चाहिए.
जी बिल्कुल. Okay, Salman sir, we've been all across the globe at exotic locations.
No, I haven't.
With the IIFA movement.
Oh, with the
and
IIFA.
we're this year in Mumbai, in India, for the very first time. It's a grand homecoming. How does it feel?
I think with this, right now, budget cuts and stuff like that, so...
The budget cuts? ऐसा कुछ नहीं है sir.
Would be that only, na?
No sir. It's a grand
Demonetization
homecoming.
वगैरह भारी पड़ा होगा.
Sir, आपकी भारत की release के बाद we thought we must bring IIFA to Bharat. So that's why, sir, all because of your
वो भी point
hit film.
है.
Yeah.
But there's some stars. In fact, Andre went and so he was. हम जा रहे हैं IIFA के लिए. So where are you going? इस बार कौन से country में जा रहे हैं? इसलिए इस बार बम्बई में. So some of them were disappointed.
No,
Yeah,
why?
अरे मुंबई में क्यों? बाहर चलो कहीं पर.
ऐसा क्यों sir?
We don't perform in Mumbai. ऐसा भी हुआ है.
अच्छा ऐसे बोला कई लोगों ने.
और मेरा ये कि
अब
जब
नाम
ये बोलते
बताएंगे
हैं
किसने बोला है?
कि हम लोग दूर जा रहे हैं, ऐसे इतना दूर क्यों पास रखो? Now, where is your IIFA awards in NSCI? I said, why so far? Keep it in Taj Lands End.
Because you live right next door. Right next door. And every day I take my daughter for an art class across your house and she says, Salman uncle's house, mummy. I'm like, yeah, every day. Every day she says it. Madhuri ma'am, how does it feel that, this year it's the homecoming edition and we are in Mumbai and you're performing on IIFA stage in Mumbai?
Well, it feels wonderful because IIFA has been all over the world, all over the globe.
Yeah.
And finally, after 20 years, it's back in Mumbai where it all began, actually. The birthplace of our Indian, industry. So I think it's wonderful that IIFA is back in Mumbai. And I'm sure all the fans are waiting, to go there and watch their favorite stars and their performances. And I think everybody's debating who's going to get the awards and, all that has already started.
And Katrina, how does it feel to be performing on IIFA stage in Mumbai?
It feels wonderful. I'm super, super excited.
Yeah.
Every year and every show that I've been to of IIFA, the night is always so memorable. There's so much excitement and it's just... IIFA creates a kind of energy which, nobody else can replicate.
You're talking about Z doesn't do that, Filmfare doesn't do that. Stardust does not do that.
Cut.
Andre.
Edit.
No, they're all fantastic. But IIFA I think has always been special for me.
Yeah.
It also landed on my birthday when I was performing in New York. I think it was 2 years back now, and that night was really, really fun. And I think the spectacle that they put up, the kind of importance they give to the acts that happen on the night, the kind of stage production, design, it's always something which is really memorable and spectacular.
Yes. Salman sir, we've had the good fortune of having you as a part of the IIFA movement again and again now. What makes you commit to the IIFA movement year after year?
My friends.
Hey.
So the rest of the award shows and all, we do because we love performing on stage. And we get paid for it as well. But IIFA is because of Andre.
All for your friends.
Raf and Savas. I've known them for before we were even actors.
Really?
Yes,
Wow.
yes.
Wow.
Some we were like all not even in our teens, and since that time we've known each other.
Wonderful. And I hope you keep coming back for more and
Yes,
more
yes.
magic that you spread at IIFA
Yes,
every
whenever
year.
they're in trouble,
Yes.
I'm there for them. And whenever I am in trouble, which is a lot, they're always there for me.
Madhuri ma'am. Okay, I've been an IIFA fan for many years, and I've watched a few of them live and watched a few of them, on television or streaming live now. And every time I've watched a performance of yours, I'm like, investigative committee set up karni padegi. How this lady, every time she dances, it's like you're dancing on the clouds. You're like awesome. Now tell me, before you're stepping up on IIFA stage to perform, what's going through your mind?
Well, usual stuff that you goes through your mind before you step onto the stage. There are butterflies in your stomach. You want to do your
Really?
best.
Butterflies
you're
in
present.
your stomach, ma'am?
Yes, of course, it does. And I'm sure even Katrina feels the same. It's never
Katrina
like...
feels ke pehle check aaya ki nahi aaya.
Katrina, is that true? Is that
No, I think Madhuri is, I've said this before when I've come on a show which we've done together a few years back. She's my ultimate inspiration in dance, and I think there's nobody like her. Nobody can ever be like her.
Absolutely.
And that's really what I believe. I don't think that anybody can ever come to touch Madhuri.
But you work hard, one day you will reach that.
I've heard you say before that she works very hard, Katrina. You said that a
Obviously, she's got to work a lot harder in that case.
Okay, so work harder.
But I mean, I think it's a treat for everyone. Anytime Madhuri steps on the stage, it's
Absolute
a treat
treat.
for anyone to just stop and watch.
In fact, I say this, ma'am, that, perfect actress Madhuri, perfect dancer Madhuri, perfect woman Madhuri. Ma'am, you were saying something about what you feel before you step on stage.
Yeah, so I said,
Madhuri,
but I think
wife
most of
Madhuri,
what goes on...
Mother Madhuri.
Absolutely.
So this is what goes on behind the scenes, and this is
Co-star
what happens in
Madhuri.
IIFA. We all have fun, all the artists get together and we really joke around, and we get to interact, because we are sitting there waiting for our turn, and so I think that's where we meet the most, I guess, than, because in Mumbai we're always very busy. So it's always exciting, and it's always exciting to see other people perform and see the crowd, meet the fans, and just see their reaction. I think that's the biggest high.
Yes. Okay, Katrina, this one's for you. Now, every time you step up on stage to perform live at any award function for that matter, I personally feel that you're the best looking, best turned out, best attired actor on live stage in India, really. I mean, you nail the look every single time. But at IIFAs, you do pull out a special something out of your hat. Now, is that love for IIFA or dub?
I think it's just a wonderful coincidence, and I mean, I love performing on stage. I think it's something really, really fun. The kind of energy that you get, and a chance to kind of just, I don't know, express yourself, and I think it's wonderful. I really enjoy it, and IIFA gives you such incredible support when it comes to putting the act together, the design, the kind of spectacle you want to create. So it's always fun, and I've got amazing people who work with me, and they come up with some fabulous costumes. This year, I think, because it's first time coming home, coming to Mumbai, I think we're really looking forward to doing something really special. Something different.
Lovely, looking forward to that. Oh? Okay, three of you would be aware that we at IIFA, we believe in spreading the message of sustainability, protection of the environment. What would you from this stage like to say to Mumbaikars in particular about the environment, and largely to India too and to the world too? Sir, beginning with you.
Green.
Yeah.
Pani.
Yes.
Plastic avoid karo. Swachh Bharat, Fit Bharat. And that is it. I've covered everything. Roti, kapda, makan. Bijli.
Okay. Madhuri ma'am, you?
Well, I'd say that, since I have kids, I think
Yes,
I would say that to every parent, that we should think about what kind of planet we are going to leave for our kids and their kids after that.
Yes.
And I think we have to be responsible, and each one has to take responsibility to say that I'm going to be an ideal citizen and I'm going to do something for environment, however small it is, like say water, don't use plastic, there's so many things you can do for the environment. And each one of us can do it in our own little ways.
Yes, in small ways and big. Katrina?
We see directly every day in front of us. It's easy for us to just forget about the importance of what's happening. But I think the most easy to do and small change that we can all do in our lives, which is will make a big difference, is single-use plastic. And I think Prime Minister Modi ji's initiative is incredible, and that's something we also should support. And don't drink water out of plastic bottles, and try and carry another kind of container to hold your water.
Yeah, in fact, last year we launched the campaign that urging people to resist the use of single-use plastic. Okay, now all of you, when you...
There are two things: don't use
Yes,
plastic and don't be plastic.
Yes, both, sir. Absolutely, I agree, sir, completely. You agree, guys? Then put your hands together now. This is the dialogue of the evening. Don't be plastic, don't use plastic. Okay, when all of you... Yeah, sir, बोलिए. बोलिए, sir. Okay, so all of you, when you travel with the IIFA movement across the world, and now this year in India, you are in a way brand ambassadors for Indian cinema and also for brand Incredible India. So when you're interacting with your fans, you're performing on stage, you're traveling, is this something that's on your mind, that you are indeed in a way brand ambassadors for the magic of Indian cinema?
Yes, definitely, because we've been working for so long, and when you meet your fans, they look up to you. They have something that they like about you, and you have to put your best foot forward. Always do something that inspires others, and that's what I always feel about being a brand icon or whatever.
Yes. And aap, sir? Ji?
True that.
Okay.
बहुत मेहनत करनी पड़ती है, seriously.
Ji.
There's that bond between fans and stars, and I've got a really special connect with them. Since after Maine Pyar Kiya till today, picture chale na chale, it's taken about 30 some years from Sallu to Salle to Salman to Bantai to now it's Bhai.
Now it's Bhai.
Yeah, it's Bhaijan, Bhai. So it's taken a long time to achieve that, and I'm really happy with this growth, and I'm really happy with the fans, the way they look at me. And my journey has just been that I'm going to work so hard, and always been working hard. Not true, at least. Earlier I wasn't, now I am. Then I'm going to work so hard that that distance, that what they want to see of me, they will always get to see of me on screen, and on television, and in real life.
You do have a phenomenal
Because they pay so
connection.
much money to go and watch a movie,
Yeah.
so that needs to
Yes.
be appreciated.
Yes.
And
Yes.
yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to spin this question towards Katrina because you do have a flight to catch.
So you ask her, yeah, I was going to say that.
What do you feel when you are traveling the globe as brand ambassador of cinema with IIFA?
I think I feel very, very privileged, and to be able to do something which you absolutely love is an incredible thing. As well as that, I think the love that we get from our audience is the most special thing that, about our job. It's the absolutely most special thing. And nothing can compare to that feeling when you feel that love from the audience, and it's magical.
Yes. So I'm going to thank you. I'm not letting both of you go, but I'm going to thank you because you have a flight to catch. And all of you, will you all put your hands together in some awesome applause for Katrina Kaif, who's here as friend of IIFA.
You're going? अरे तुसी ना जाओ मिला इतना काफी
Just right there. थोड़ी सी और तालियां. Come on, guys.
Thank you very much. Thank
And
you,
we'll see you soon. Katrina Kaif, friend of IIFA. Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to have on stage the Bedazzled IIFA Trophy that's going to be awarding a very special award to commemorate the 20th edition, the homecoming edition of the Nexa IIFA Awards. Can we have the trophy on stage, please?